Okay, hellos all. We're back again. Me and you filthy beasts watching this. And we've got the monthly tournament game. This is the higher level one on SDL Discord. And we've got a really nice matchup. I'm really looking forward to this one. We've got Farid on Sberzavan Kessel. And he's going for the good old disheartened job and trying to make them work by the looks of it. I still don't know what to think about these things. I like the use of these. I think these are well worth it for 12 points. Bulky 12-man flamer squad, but he's not then backing this up with any Stern Pioneer in B and Brandon Pioneer, or either Brandon Pioneer, I should say, which is a little bit surprising, really. And this game is on Shedrin, so there's enough forests to make some use of them damn things. So, interesting. Fighters, nothing special, nothing terrible, but they're fighters and they do shooty things. Personally, I would rather go for these. A bit more killy, but the price is a bit, yeah. Depends who you're up against. And we've got a shed load, an absolute shed load of bombers coming in. Now, putting these in C seems a little bit strange, to say the very least, when you're playing Maverick. I can only assume that he meant to put them in B and put them in C by accident, because it doesn't make any sense to put these in C. Because you're gonna want, yeah, you get 4 in B, and you're not gonna be bringing any more than that in. You've got 4 of these things as well, so this is just a faster option. If there's lots of A out, this can get in there and get the bombs off quicker than this guy could. But who knows? Who knows? And you got these guys, cheap and cheerful, get in and out, do the job fairly quickly. The Stug, which is not a proper Stug, it's only got 70mm frontal armour, unlike in Hodestali, who've got an actual proper Stug in the support tab. So that's not really worth bothering with. You'd be better off bringing in the Stug 4. He's not brought in the Stug 4 either, which is, again, quite puzzling. So 100mm frontal armour. This is much better than bringing in the other guys. I'd rather bring a card of this in B than do this thing in C. And this off map is pretty damn brutal. 3 rounds, 3 loads of this, 150mm off map, 120 shells. Pretty damn powerful, and you get 2 of them. It is a bit pricey, but you get 2 of them on a card, and they get 3 rounds each. So I think they're well worth it. But you need to make sure you can afford to bring them in at some point and make the use of them. Alright, and let us see who this fellow is up against. And here we are, and as you can see, he's up against one of his compatriots. It is Khers. And Khers is on Tartalek, and it's Maverick as well, and this is why I'm excited about this. I do like Tartalek quite a lot, and I like what he's done with this division a lot. Infantry, he's not got as many in this deck. Like, I think Farid's got too many. It looks like he's just picked a balanced deck and changed it to Maverick for some reason. But the price and the cost efficiency of the units in this division is fantastic. You can keep bringing things in and in and in. This is what I always do with my Stugs as well. I have 3 in A, 6 in B, double starred on each, and you just take care of them, you pamper them, treat them with kid gloves, make sure they stay alive and do their business. And at 2-star vet, they dish out a ton of damage, 10 rounds per minute, 50% accuracy. Yum yum yum. These things I don't usually tend to take, but yeah, why not? They're cheap and cheerful. They do a bit of work. HE's not anything spectacular. The AP is even less spectacular. But you know, it's a piece of armour, it's got machine gun and such, so why not? I would opt for this myself personally rather than the H39. Simply because the AP can actually do a little bit of damage. The HE's a bit better here as well. And yeah, they're leaders, so why not? I tend to opt for that one, not the H39. Everything else in here, I completely agree with. Really nice, really nice. This thing, actually, I probably wouldn't take this. I'd probably go for the anti-tank rifle or the bazooka. Most likely the bazooka. Marder, 2 vet, seems strange. I'd just go for 3, but then again, why not 2? Yeah, 3 and 5 on the pack 40 you get in B and the faster transport. So yeah, I do that exactly the same. I like to do this as well. 1 in A, 2 in B, and you just completely cover the map with these things. He's also got something quite special in here. Absolute monstrous off map this is. When you get this off, it does the biggest boom you're ever likely to see. And yeah, I am exaggerating a little bit, but it's 305mm HE shells, 48 of them, big boom. And he tends to pretty much delete everything within that circle or do some serious damage to it. And he's got 2 of these. So I hope we get to see these. That should be funny. He's not gone for the big old off map. Again, I don't use the big old artillery. I don't tend to use these that much on Tartalek myself. I might bring 1 out at the start and that's about it. But I'm more into this cheapo off map. This is why I recommend this for newer players, because you have a problem, bring in one of these little babies. It's not going to kill much. 100mm off map, 4 rounds on it. You get 3 cards here, 1 in A and 2 in B. So yeah, that's like 12 off map charges you've got there. And these are fast as well, really fast vehicles, so we can get to the front at 90 kilometers an hour, solve a problem that needs to be solved. They've got a radio on too, so if you bring in these boys to help you out, it's good for that too. The only other thing I find peculiar about his build here, well, here's one thing. He's got these in the Botund and he's not got them in the Jeeps, which I find a bit weird, but he looks like he's just gone for pure MG in the Jeeps instead. And here, these guys are double vet. I guess if you have 1 more point, yeah, why not just bring in another card at double vet? It just seems a bit strange. Maybe he's going for like a sneaky play up on the central hill position so they can get behind there and just be annoyance because they don't push the front line. Anyway, no guesses for who I'm backing here. Mr. Tartalek lover, Khers. I'm liking this. So let's get straight into the action and see what happens. And here we are on Shedrin, up and running. And we got who's on what side? Farid on the right, Khers on the left. No early planes coming out, no reconnaissance. We've got AAPs coming out on the left and no AA on the right. Farid approaching the hill with Panzer IVs, which would make some decent sense here. Maybe bringing them up around here, probably going to try to get them around here with the turrets a little bit better in the Stugs when you get up close. Surprised we're not seeing a Panzer IV in the town area. Rather than, it looks like he's committing them just in the southern position. IG-18's out straight away. Machine guns coming in. Are they going to unload in time? Looks like it. And not quite going to be in range for these IGs. So triple IG action going on there. That should do some nice work. Super slow transports. In the north, Farid has got into the town faster with his open blitzes. Not a massive surprise there, but no flamers coming in from Khers. He did have some in his deck, but just not bringing them in yet. And we see the first ME-210 coming out. I do like these things. I also like the fighters on the Tartalek side because they're just cheap and cheerful, and in combination with some dedicated proper fighters that can turn. They do pretty alright, I think. So are we going to see big spam coming out? 2 Brandenburger that made their way onto the hill. They should be able to hold these forests fairly effectively with their TNT. There's a leader coming in as well. Is he going to be driving this all the way up to the top, or is he going to unload them early? Looks like he's going to unload them a bit too early, probably. Khers losing out on the battle here. The triple IG-18 is doing some work, but a Panzer IV has gone down with the Stir and the Stug and the Marder 3 battling away at the armour. So they've won the armour fight, but the support equipment, I think there's a good amount of damage there. But Farid getting the hill for free. in the town now. He is being pushed back slightly. Just 2 units in here with a support vehicle with his assault gun on it. Doing some work. Rinky-dink tank in there as well, helping out. A couple of them around there. Really interesting to see them used. I never bother with them. Stug made his way up onto the hill and instantly gets blapped. The other Stug might get taken out here. The Panzer IV and the pack. Oh, the pack has been suppressed now. Oh, it's not a Stug, it's a Stug. But yeah, managed to fend that guy off. Off map. Yeah, the cheap and cheerful off map is coming in now. 75 points. 100mm will suppress it. Won't do much else. But with 4 rounds, you can pretty much push these off the hill and then move in yourself. Get some surrenders on. And he's bringing in some flamers and more disheartened stuff, which is super cheap. And in the north, disheartened stuff everywhere and regular low vests as well. But Farid's got the hill for free here. No movement here as yet. Would expect him to be moving up to this position, maybe reinforcing with some AT guns or such. This is looking a bit tenuous here. Has Khers spotted this? He is unloading a gun here, so maybe he's trying to preempt what will be going on over here. We've got Brandenburger going into the north. Farid is really lighting that town. I guess he was expecting a decent amount of off-map coming in from Tartalek, which is very likely later on. Again, these two players, you have to realise they've played each other a lot. They know each other's game, so some things might look a bit unusual, but they know how each other play. So I find it a bit unusual to go into the town that lightly with that few infantry. But they know each other better than we know them. Oh, he's reinforcing a lot more now into that area. But the central hill, I'm surprised he's not taking advantage of this just yet. Mortar half-track is out, doing a bit of nonsense, pinning some stuff down. Not the worst thing in the world. And the off-map's about to drop again. I think this is the second load. It's already dropped 1. Probably not going to get much suppression on this thing. If he gets this disheartened in here though, get a grenade off on the Panzer IV, that would be very tasty indeed. Panzer peeking over the ridge, and the Marder III is probably going to take him out. Yep, he does. It's Brandenburger being forced off the hill. There's not enough reinforcements coming in here. Don't think they're going to get onto this hill in time, so looks like Khers is going to secure the hill. Probably going to need another mortar in for Farid to deal with the stuff up here. Wants to get him off the hill. Getting back into this position is going to be difficult. He's still got a tick on him though. He has edged forward in the centre. Has snuck the flag there. And in the north, doing a solid enough job there, holding on. Lack of armour in the area. The support half-track has done the work. It looks like it might have taken out the H39 there. But it's a Stug 3 coming in now from Khers, so that should shore up his side of the battle in the armour department. And more HS39s coming in very slowly. 29 kilometres an hour. Stir called in as well by the looks of it. Low vest coming out to the centre. Looks like he just wants to grab hold of this flag and get that. And then he will be ticking Farid if he manages to get it there. Keep it out of harm's way. Another Panzer IV coming in. And it does make sense to have the Panzer IV in this position. It's got the turret on it, so it can turn and shoot as fast as it needs to. But the central position is fairly well locked down now by Khers. So we're going to need some bombing runs, some artillery to deal with all this nonsense over here if he can. IG-18's in a nice enough position there, so if he gets eyes on this, can blow it up. Not quite sure what he's firing at the moment. Probably onto the hill, I imagine. Yeah, onto the hill. And we see these... Is that the... Yes, a 12-man squad here being put to use as a reconnaissance. It kind of makes sense to do that, because yeah, a 2-man squad will get blapped to pieces, whereas a 3-man squad of double stars will be a bit more survivable on the hill and give you eyes into this area. So smart choice if that's what he's thinking. If that wasn't what he's thinking, then stupid man. Low vest. Sure, it's going to get unloaded any second, but it should be able to hold that flag for a while. And Farid has got the 2 flags in the town again, so he's keeping that tick going. The question is about cost efficiency, and that is the absolute boon of Tartalek. Like I was saying before, they're very, very cheap. You can bring in lots of everything whenever you need it. The only thing they're really light on is the medium armor, but if you upvet it enough, it can do an efficient enough job. It's the only thing you have to babysit. Flame is disheartened, doing some work here. The 3rd round of the off-map coming down now, doing enough job to pin things, and we will be entering B phase soon, so we can bring another 2 more of these off-maps out if he likes. Could even bring the plane out too. And considering there's no AA coming out from Farid, we might even get to see the big boom do his big boom. But by pure overwhelming of numbers here from Khers, we've got a 12-12 on now. Yeah, oh, nice and sneaky. I was expecting him to do something like this. Yeah, sneak it all the way around and get onto the hill here. I'm not sure these half tracks have been put to decent enough use. I would probably myself be going to try and blow this up to see if there's just 1 unit in there. Try and get the flag back that way. Well, there's 3 AT guns up in that position now, and these guns are really, really tasty. The AP 60mm, terrible, but you just turn that off and you leave the heat on. 90mm pen, 1,500 meter range. So 90mm pen on a heat means it doesn't lose any penetration over distance. And 12 rounds per minute, pretty damn spectacular. And these do always come in at 1 star as well, so the accuracy is a bit more than that. It's like 30, 33, something like that. So yeah, they're really nice guns. And with the rate of fire, it increases accuracy with every shot. The half tracks, I mean, it's quite a lot of money to put in. I think they're 110 now, aren't they? 105? Yes, it's 210 points for these. And they're just sort of pinning things down, picking off a man here and there. Oh, Stir, nice job. Nice position for this. It's cutting off the reinforcement road, and Farid really intelligently repositions his units, but he might still be in line of sight of the Stir, so they might actually get picked off. What a nice reaction. It's 15-9 now. It's flipped very, very quickly. We've seen, oh, here comes the big boom. And there is no AA out. Oh, I really want to see this. Yeah, this does drop one hell of a load. I'm not sure if you just get 1 off-map charge out of this or 2. I've got a feeling you just get 1. And it is, everything should die within this. It's brutal. He's seen it coming over though, so he's retreating his units out of there. So unfortunately we're not going to see the tanks blow up. We might see his own unit die here, I suspect we will. And he's moving into flamers, they're probably going to be done for. And off map from Farid coming in the north, and that's going to be a nice one as well. It's going to be a good old off map game here. Not the best hit here, but it's still going to be good watching the big boom. These poor guys. Yeah, as you see. Ooh, there you go. Gone. Yeah, took out his own unit, no surprise. Going to fall on this one? But he's going to survive. Really? Surely not. Wow. That is the luckiest unit I've ever seen. Not one man goes down from that, and they were right in the centre of it. That's damn lucky. And let's see how Farid's off map does. I think it's going to do a hell of a lot more damage. One hell of a lot more damage. Here we go. Ouch. I think he might get his 2 flags back here. Has he got reinforcements coming in? Nope. That's unlucky for him. If he had some coming in here, he could get a hell of a lot of surrenders out of all of this. Well, he really needed that to hit well, and it has. Oh my god. Oh, they do have 2 charges on them. Oh god, that is just pure filth. They have 2 charges on these things. He's bringing out his fighter to get rid of it. Is it going to get one of them? Oh yeah, got one. Was that the one that's already used both charges though? That's the question. Oh, this is off map. Oh, this is a kind of game that Attack Power Gaming would hate. What big boom. So what was that one there? Is that like the continuous barrage? Oh, look, this is going to die. Oh, this is going to die, surely. This has still got another charge in it, I believe. Oh. Oh, God, it's disgusting. Oh, it's disgusting. Yeah, this is what can happen in this town quite often. It's more common to see this in team games where people are just off-mapping each other back and forth forever. Ugh. Ugh. But, yeah. That's the thing, though. He's got a number of kills on some of this stuff here, but it's generally cheap. Far cheaper than anything that Farid has got. The Brandenburg are extremely expensive. The cheapest units have there 25 points, whereas these guys 15 points for the 12-man squad. Pretty damn tasty. Khers still holding the 15-9 now. And I honestly think it's looking pretty darn bleak for Farid. This is still cut off by the stir. Can the Stug... Well, the Stug is coming around here, so it will deal with the stir eventually, but this thing, if it's not careful, it's going to get picked off. The mortar half-tracks having a bit of a field day. He's going for the AA. Alright, so now we're going to see some... Maybe he's buying in a lot of bombers. We could see a big train of planes coming in fairly soon. It's a big train of infantry coming in for the hill. He's determined to get this back. It is deadly important. If you lose this hill to the blue side and you get an AT gun up in here, or two, get some tanks around the back here, you're in serious trouble. Because then you're going to lose this flag as well. All these flags will go to your opponent. Then you can't reinforce up here very easily. And just as I was thinking, yeah, Khers is making a little incursion up onto this hill here, seeing what he can do. Stug's coming up to reinforce as well. In the town. Still, the smoke is dissipating after all the big booms and the big bombs. But the ME210 is not able to get off his off map. Oh, and he took down the one that used both his charges. So fortunately for Farid, I would say that there's nothing in here to die. At this point in the game, it might be worth just consolidating, taking this flag, trying to hold on to this flag, and then just going hell for leather somewhere else. But where can you get a way in? The AT equipment has gone down over here now, and this is going to be continually peppered by the off-map, I believe. And so, oh yeah, Farid making a sensible move. He's just rushing in. The great thing now is you can see, like, one of them gets picked off, it's okay. You can send another one through. One of them's likely to get through. He's not unloading them here, is it? No, surely he's going to realise you can take them further and further up. Khers is trying to get him with the off-map over here. It's too late. The infantry is through. The Stug is coming out to try and pick some of these off in transports. Farid's not got his eyes on the ball, or he has now. He's going to try and make a rush through. This Stug will be able to pick some of those off if he's not careful. But very nice move from Farid. Just unloading these guys in time as well, avoiding the off-map. This Panzer IV might hold out there, as long as he doesn't get too stressed. Then if you can keep eyes on the road here, could be in a really, really tasty position. Yeah, needs to just fast move, or just move some of this up onto the hill if you can. Oh, but look at this. Look at that front line. It's all disgusting what's going on over here. But he is a 12-12 now. Farid done very well to get his foot back in the door. Yeah, the north looks pretty bad. He's managed to get the Brandenburg in there. They'll be able to hold on for a while. With the support for the Stug and the machine gun as well. I would just leave it at that as now, but he really wants to get back in here, but the amount of equipment in here, not that he knows this, but he must realise he's got a fair old amount of stuff in there. Must have decent enough vision to see them coming in with his recon here, to not bother investing too heavily in the north. This looks like his best chance. Where's this Stug going? He's coming up onto here. There's a Stug already in this position. He is going to be moving these forward and round to this area. So Farid could do this. If he can get over here, take out this stug, and keep one or two of these stugs alive, could be in a really nice position to get some sneak on round the back. Cut these off, just leave them in there if you can. But we are into sea phase now, so he's not going to be able to afford much infantry. He's got the 25 point things, which are cheap, but obviously Khers, everything Khers has in the infantry tab, I believe everything is 20 points or 15 points. And this is just going to... I don't think these Brandenburgs are going to be able to hold up for more than 5 minutes. And this disheartened will keep going back and forth, but eventually they will break through. Focke-Wulf bomber coming in as well. It's going to do the job. I think it's only a matter of time before this flag is lost, but another off-map is coming in. As long as he manages to keep this alive, then maybe he can deal with some of this. Just not quite got these flags here. The Stug is facing off against the Pack 40. That's not going to fare well. Not going to fare too well at all. And Khers has got the tick on again. In the centre, everything's been pushed back. 2 Stugs up to reinforce on the hill now. Both at 2 stars. Farid's not got an answer at the moment. I feel like bringing in this off map up here was a mistake. He should have gone for the south. If he can clear out most of this and this, he'll be in. And I would expect to start seeing some smoke coming in around this area, trying to rush something into the hill here, or even to here, just rush in a squad which can actually snipe these tanks with some AT weaponry. Don't believe he had any Shreks in his deck though, so that is a bit of a no-no. Flag 41 will be able to deal with these tanks. Get a Flag 41 up the hill and then a Stug and a Stir come up at the same time. You could deal with all this quite effectively. Oh, excuse me. Well, 15-9 now for Khers is pretty equal on the tick. Clearly. Well, I say clearly. It's not always that clearly because this is cheap stuff up here, but I think it's Khers is to lose at this point. This off map is not going to kill everything here. Again, they all fall back straight away because they're disheartened. This is the advantage of disheartened. You don't have to micro them and make them fall back. They instantly do it, so they take far less damage. And so these will just keep, like a horde of zombies, they keep going back. He's driving his infantry into the off map that he is using, I believe. A little bit baffling to say the least. And where's this Stug is going up onto the hill there. I was expecting it to come across the open in this area, but I guess it stays out of the way of the pack if it goes up onto the hill. And look at the waves of infantry coming in from Khers across the map. 3 units there, 45 points for 36 men. Whereas for Brandenburger you're paying 35 points for 12 men. It's like, ugh. Unbelievable. The half-tracks are doing some work here. He's managing to take out the tanks with the half-tracks. Like, for all my bad-mouthing these half-tracks, I think they've done a good old amount of work there. And have not even been counter-battery at all. Well, I guess because Khers has nothing to do any counter-battery with. He can just fly planes in and try and bomb them. That's about it. Another Flag 41 coming out now. I think that is more than likely what has done most of the damage to the tanks. But the half-track did manage to take down that tank eventually. 14-10, we're down to a single tick now, so still half a hope here. Oh, big booms. Big booms. But yeah, this is lost. He's likely to lose another flag, possibly 2 in the north. And I'm really surprised we're not seeing these advancing across in this direction. And bomb this pack and just try and get around the back somehow. I don't know what else you can do at this point in the game, really. Yeah, it's a really difficult thing to do, but if you can clear out this corridor from the red side, smoke off this, and you just get some infantry into here and just try and get stuff up into these positions. But it's tough. It's definitely tough. There's no AT guns over here either. Stug seems a bit at a loss at the moment. Not sure what these Stugs are trying to do. More and more Stugs coming in from both sides here. It's like Farid has saved up a lot of points. 1, 2, 3. I think it's like 3 new pieces of armor coming in all at once there. Is he out of infantry? There's a possibility. I think he's lost an awful lot. Again, all these units are still alive in here. Well, the vast majority of what he's put in here has lived. But it just keeps on going. Look at them. Bloody zombies. Just keep on going. I said they were going to break through this flag in 5 minutes, and they've not quite done that yet. Very close though. The lack of AT on your infantry as well for Kessel is pretty bad, to say the least. It's a big problem for a division. Flag 41 now. Starting to pick things off. Probably going to take out this Stug if it hangs about. No. Khers is backing it up. It's 59 again, but it's tenuous. But I think it might be enough to finish Farid off. I think we might be seeing a final hoorah from him. Don't know where this, this Stug is coming around to this direction. So if he does bring this Stug out here and takes out this, then it does open up the opportunity to get into this area. That could be very telling. These half tracks. Wow, wow, wow. I want to see how many kills they've got. They've done a hell of a lot of damage. Fuck off bombs coming in. Oh, taking out Stug. Yeah, I remember the days when Farid was always playing lots of air. So it seemed. Now, very little airplay going on. They both put lots of planes in their decks, but we're just not seeing the planes come out. We've seen a few, but not many at all. Finally! I think it might go down. Yeah, it's only a matter of time. They're holding on fairly well there. Why is he bringing that today? I don't know. I think it's kind of proper desperation calls. The pack has gone down over here now. Unfortunately, there's no time to move across the open. Just this Stug. Can the Stug kill the Stug? Is this the terrible Stug? Yes, it is. If he gets off the first shot, though, if he can get off the second shot without getting fired on, he should be okay. You think he's going to do it? He's going to do it. Ooh, nice. 16-8 now, though, but he can get across this open field. It's not really a field, is it? A valley. If you just, yeah, attack, move all these units forward, get these 2 flags, that would be beautiful. The Pack 40, or as good as Pack 40, will probably get eyes on that Stug fairly soon, if it's not already. Looks like he's firing at the infantry at the moment. See the off-map round here as well, but maybe it's used all its charges, I'm not too sure. Off-map plane just flying around, taunting Farid by the looks of it. And yeah, Brandenburg has gone down. Going to lose another flag there as well by the looks of it. 14-10. And it looks like the win is going to go to Tartalek. The beautiful, beautiful Tartalek. The Tartalek, you can buy lots of stuff. It's all pretty mediocre to crappy, but my god, you can get a lot of it. A lot. And yeah, 3 double-vetted Stugs in A, 3 double-vetted Stugs in B. That's alright, that's alright. What more do you need? It's a decent, solid armour backbone. And the H39s, I might think about chucking them in my deck. It's an interesting idea. Interesting idea. Because yeah, you do lack light armor. So you can use that as your little light armor. It's just, yeah, you have to bring them in preemptively. They are fairly cheap. Is there any left on the map? Can we see how cheap they are? I believe they might be something like 25 points or 30 points. Which ain't bad for a tank. It doesn't do much in the way of killing, but, you know, it's a piece of armor. Machine guns won't kill it. 1212 is back on. The baby Stoker's moved up to here. Holding onto this flag. Nice little position there. But just look at what he can afford to bring in. Yeah, the Maverick v Maverick. I've done this with Tartalek before because people just think... I've done it Maverick against Balance as well because people just think, oh, they're in C now, they can't afford anything. But look, you can afford to bring in so much stuff on just 80 points. It's insane. Really insane. Farid's making one hell of a go of it. I think once his flag is gone and he gets his men into this forest, it's absolutely the nail in the coffin. It's got to be. Why is he bringing Stug around here? I don't understand why he's not bringing it out onto the hill here and trying to get into these areas. I guess because he knows there's an AT gun up here, he knows there's a Stug here, don't want to risk it. Oh, he's bringing a Stug around here. It's one of those baby Stugs as well with no frontal armor. Akizog will lose out to the Molotovs, I believe. He's retreating from the Atazog. Why? I don't know. I believe they can get their Molotovs off first. So why is he doing that? Because he's just short on units? Or is he getting his half-track to fire over there as well instead? Oh, he's got onto the hill in the south. He's ticking in! Is this going to be the awesome comeback? I doubt it somehow. Just look at the firepower. There's just so many of them. So many of them. Even though they're in light cover, they're still standing up to these guys. Half-track's doing the business now. I'm really puzzled why he didn't stay in there. Oh, that's got to be it. That has got to be it. Surely Farid's going to call it a day soon. I guess he's just hoping that he's traded really effectively and his off-map killed more than it did. Then I can understand it, but... it's a toughie. More Brandenburger coming in, so that's 70 points. That's one tick of points almost. That's the main difference here. You can bring 2 of them, or you can bring in 3 of these guys. Whereas Khers can bring in 4 Lovas, 4 Atizog, 4 Tartalek, and still have, well, 5 Tartalek in fact. Yeah, it's insanity. I think I'm going to have to fast forward this. He must be surrendering soon anyway, I imagine. Let's see. 10 more minutes? How? Okay, let's just keep the clock on. How? He just thought he could outlast him with the infantry? Is that what he's thinking here? Oh, we shall see. Let's keep it speeding. He's not going to get back in the north. There's no way he's making it in up there. Is he actually going to break him in the south? It looks like he is, you know. Oh, here's the tank. How much is it? 20 points. Jesus. Okay, yeah, it's fairly worth it. Wow, wow, wow. He actually manages to break his southerly position. And Khers, for unknown reason, is reinforcing into the north more and more. More Pack 40s coming in. Jeez. This is insanity. I think it's just a case of, like, once this is wiped out in this area, or these are wiped out here, we're gonna see Farid surrender. Or we're getting to the point where it's the time limit actually. 14 minutes remaining. He's gonna have to like triple tick him at this point in the game. And I can't see that. Well, yeah, he needs to be double ticking him for a good amount and then triple ticking for a bit. But as is happening, he's been single ticked, and I think this might see out the game now. Yeah, it looks like Khers just might tick him down all the way. Bombers coming in now. Flamers! Finally we've seen the Flamers! I think this is the latest Flamers I've ever seen to any game. Did he just forget he had them in the deck or something? It's really bizarre to be bringing them in at this point. Yeah, fuck off bombers coming in. ME210's coming in. Not quite going to be enough here. Farid has got a single tick. Oh, let's just put ourselves out of misery. This is it. It's done. Farid, you ain't coming back, but I like your style. Clear if there's 4 minutes left. There's no way he's winning this. 12-12 again. Just the fact that these things are so cheap, you just can't beat it. It looks like he has actually run out of infantry almost. He's got 2 artisocs coming in now. Surely he didn't run out of infantry. It's pretty hard to run out of infantry if you're them. Farid, oh my lord! 16-8. This is what I suspect him to do quite some while ago. How on earth? He's actually just worn him down. Nine minutes remaining. Triple tick, 5. Is he going to beat him? Are we going to see the ultimate turnaround? Who's going to surrender here? I don't understand this. Is it Khers who loses? Really? If he's out of infantry, it looks like he's out of infantry. Is he going to surrender? Wow, wow, wow. And now this is completely unexpected. How? How? Oh, they got a raider, of course, so they can hold on to this flag. He's actually done it? Has he actually done it? Shocking. Absolutely shocking. Brandenburger trying to TNT the Stuck. We do have the Panzerfaust in here now as well to help out a bit. He's actually turned it round. Wow. Wow. Fantastic. Well, Farid, sorry for doubting you. You did it. You just out-traded him. It didn't look like it there, but wow. Having over 100 infantry units in your deck definitely did the trick there. That is shocking. Fantastic game. Wow. I did also fast forward that a bit because, yeah, I do need to get ready for work soon, so, yeah. I just realised what time it was. But great game. Oh, these half-tracks did some work. Look at that. They did beautifully. Took out 3 of those there. Stug and Armada. Oh, no, that's the... Is this... Actually, which one's the mortar? This is the mortar. This is the normal half-track. Took out 3 of the H39s. The mortar took out the Marder and a Stug. And an AA piece. Very well. The other one took out another Stug. More infantry, AT guns. Wow. It's really surprised me, that. Really surprised me. So just the lack of infantry had done it. Let's just go back and check out these decks. Because I have a Maverick deck for Tartalek as well. Let's see what it looks like compared to Khers' one. But wow, That was an amazing game. Just keep saying wow. Well, it goes to show you guys, never give up. I thought he was done. Clearly I thought he was completely done. Khers, let's look at where's Khers. Yeah, he only had like 82. Like, I would usually put these in B myself, especially if you do Maverick, because you get a hell of a lot more of them. But he's got no C card infantry in here either. If you just put these in C, then hello, you've got another 18 units. If he had that, then he would have won the game, I'd say. Because that's basically what got him at the end. That's what broke him. Oof. These off maps. It is a bit of a meme doing this. But yeah, my Tartalek Maverick, the one that I play most regularly, I think is this one. Yeah, this one. Oh, I do have some more artillery in this one. But this is pretty quick play to cover all possible situations if I can. Yeah, 3 and 6, 95. Yeah, got a C card of that in. That's what I mean. I go for the low vest and the Artizoc in B, which is cheap enough at 20 points. For what they are, they're really good. And then just spam out a ton of this in C and overwhelm and be annoying. And you've got this big artillery to lay down some fire and suppress. And of course, my favourite thing to do, this, and this. In A phase, bringing these out very cheap for planes. And alone, they are all pretty terrible. In combination, they can box above their weight, take things out. This thing can strafe down AA as well. So yeah, I like it. Although I did try it on one game I did a while back and it failed badly. Okay, that's that. See you next time. Bye-byes.